Hello, hello, and welcome. I hope you're doing well and drinking plenty of water, having food, and getting plenty of sleep because self care is very, very important. Welcome to the Genshin account tour. I have seen a ton, and I mean a ton of these just as of late, and they're really, really cool. And I wanted to throw my own account review in here in case you might be interested in seeing the hard work that I've put into this account over the time I've been playing, which is quite a while, but not as long as a lot of other people have been playing this game for. So, let me go ahead and start with a little bit of a preface to this account tour. I am not free to play. That's one thing I do want you guys to know. I am not free to play. I am a dolphin, which you'll see with the constellations I have on some of my characters, which, spoiler alert, aren't a lot. But I also don't normally pull signature weapons either, so you'll see that as we kind of progress here. Let me go ahead and get this up. All right, so I am AR58 and I have been playing since around 3.8's release. I started in 3.7 and then I took a break from about 4.6 to 5.0, like toward the end of 5.0. I came back in time for my anniversary 5-star, so I did pick that up. I didn't forget that that was a thing. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Now, I'm not going to show you everybody because not everybody is built. I have some characters that are built more than others are, and I'll just default to whatever characters I happen to have C6, or I'll just show off the constellations as quickly as I can and make it easier on you guys. So we'll start with Mael Haytham. He was one of the first 5-stars that I really fell in love with, story-wise, just how he is as a person. I too resonate with the urge to stay away from the majority of humanity and curl up with something and rest. I completely feel him on that. Here is his build. Decent crit ratio. Energy recharge, I'm not too worried about. He is on his signature weapon. I have a story about this as well, and we'll cover that when I get to this lovely lady right here. He is on he would be on 4-piece Gilded if I could get proper artifacts. But the pieces that are worth mentioning are his feather, his flower, his sands, and his goblet. I am so happy with everything but his circlet. His circlet needs some work. I mean, I can't complain. That's a decent circlet for him. That's actually decent. He is C0 and 888 talents. Then there's my kooky 965 elemental mastery. I built her pure EM. Here is her build. Good energy recharge. I have everything up when I need it. I have her on R2 Iron Sting. She is on 2-piece EM. 2-piece. I do have her C6, and her talents are 187. And yes, she is full elemental mastery. Full EM. With pretty decent EM rolls, if not a little bit mid. My Xingqiu. Here's his build. I do not focus on crit on him, but I did focus on energy recharge and getting him decent HP. R5 sack sword. 4-piece emblem. 'Cause I had to. Honestly, I am rather okay with his build, although I could definitely tweak a little more crit out of it. This circlet is really good, though. He is completely maxed out, and I have decent talents as well. Baiju here was a 5-star that I saved up quite a bit for, and I waited for him to come home. I wanted his rerun so badly, and he showed up. He is one of my favorite sustains in the game, one of my favorite healers. I need to get him a little more energy recharge because his burst has a little bit of trouble being ready when I need it. So I'm going to make sure I get some more ER on him. R1 prototype, I am gonna get him R5, but that requires a lot of billets. He is on 4-piece clam, which, I know is not optimal for him since I run him in Dendro, but my intent when I pick up a gacha is enjoyment of the gacha first before anything else. And I made sure to put on a bunch of EM on him. As much EM as I could get on the set, along with HP, because he's at, 43k? He is also C0, and his talents need a little bit of love. I hate this boss with a passion, so it might be a little bit of avoidance on my part. Here is my Navia. I absolutely adore her. She is one of my not C0 units. Here is her ratio, although I have had awful luck getting a crit rate circlet on her. Thanks, RNG. Thanks, RNGesus, for an awful experience, but, we all suffer at the hands of RNG for our favorites, and of course, that is how we roll. She is on R5 Battle Pass weapon, and I have her on her signature set. Here are her substats. Honestly, I think she is sitting in an okay spot. Although I am very much a perfectionist and want either a better goblet or a better circlet. One of the two. I want double crit on everything because I'm picky. She is C1 and her talents are 676. My Zhongli, one of my favorite characters in the game. I love him quite a bit. He's one of my better sustained characters, and honestly, I built him as a shielder. He is completely full HP. I wanted to get him over 50,000 HP because, well, his shield. Here are his stats. I do not focus on crit or DPS at all. He is on... Sorry about interrupting you. Don't look at me like that, please. Oh my goodness. I have him on R5 Black Tassel, which is technically one of his best in slot. And I have him on 4-piece Tenacity. With HP wherever I can stick it. Triple HP and even flat HP in a couple. He is C0 and I have him at 188. I know I cut you off. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. My Kazuha. I built him pure EM because I love elemental reactions. I love playing soup teams. They are one of my favorite kinds, and Kazuha enables that. Here is his build. A little low on the ER, but that is fine. He has everything up when I need it. I have him on his signature weapon, which I also had lost when I was pulling for Nouvelette. He is on 4-piece Vivi, triple EM. EM on literally everything. That flower EM, though, makes me very happy. EM Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. He is 788 and C0. This lovely lady was the the last 5-star I pulled before my break. Here is her build. I gave her a lot of crit. And when she has her set procced, oh my god, she is amazing. I have her on R3 of the Battle Pass Sword. I am going to definitely get the other 2 refinements and have that R5. She is on Ayato's set because I wanted to give her something in between while I farm the other set, because the other set refuses to be nice to me. Here, some of these, like, gladiator pieces are disgusting. And you know what? I wouldn't have that shit any other way. The more disgusting the relic or the artifact, the better. She is C0 and 787. Now this guy, I refuse to rip his artifacts away from him. This is my Sino, one of the characters that I had saved up for. Quite a bit, actually. The polls for him and Ayato should both also be up on the channel. Here is his build. I am very proud of that build. I am very proud of it. Although I would really like to get more attack on him, and I would like to get more EM, but I cannot be picky. And he just revealed his weapon, so Scarlet Sands, R1. Now, I rarely pull for signatures unless I really want them, because there are really good options out there anyway without it. So he is on 4-piece Gilded. Alhaitham would be on that too, if the domain would be nice to me. Here are the substats on that. Bless him ascending with crit. Like, seriously. Bless him ascending with crit. It saves so much work. That's a disgusting goblet as well. And Circlet luck checks out. I have him C0 and his talents are 688. Traveler, I'm not even going to talk about, although her artifact set is going to go on Nahida when I pull her. Look at this EM, though. I am so goddamn proud of this elemental mastery. Like, she would have an EM goblet, but 96 in a substat. That is too damn good to ignore. Plus, I can't get an EM onset goblet to save my life. And also, EM Circlet. Now, this guy, I also saved up for because his rerun was coming, and I was like, I'll be damned if I miss it. I'll be damned if I miss it. He's at 30k HP. Here are his stats. I would like a little more crit rate on him, but when his set procs and all the bonuses go off, he crits. That's all I'm gonna say. He crits. He is on his signature weapon, and he is on Marashusei Hunter. Of course he is. I pre-farmed his artifacts, and I was like, I will not stop until they are perfect where I want them. And I got exactly what I wanted. Although I really, I could totally just... Okay. Okay. There. There. That's fine. That's better, actually. Don't mind me. Shh. Alright. C0. 878. I will be triple crowning him. We'll skip Ayato, although I gave him the other copy of Lo-Fi that I lost to before I quit. I'm like, you can have it. You can have it. I don't need it. You can have it. I'm done. And then let me grab Arlecchino, another character who is the exception to my C0 collection. Here is her build, and I believe she fully deserves to be C6. So she is on my list of C6. I am very happy with her crit ratio, though. Being a perfectionist does pay off, and she has her signature. She's on her signature set. I could technically swap this between Clorand and Arlecchino, but it feels wrong to tear this away from Arlecchino. I mean, I pre-farmed for her. I pre-farmed her artifact set because I'm like, I'm gonna pull Father. And then I pulled Father twice. And also she is 666. I need to do her story quest to unlock her boss. I know I can do it easily, but I want to do it when I do the story. This is where my builds are god awful. I'm not gonna bother showing them. If you want to see them, I can show them, but I assure you they are nothing to write home about. Like, they are actually awful.
I created another universe.
They are terrible. But I did give Fischl R5 stringless, though. I did give that to her. She's C1. I want her C6. This man, this guy, has been in the basement for too long. I swear he's locked up in the Fortress of Meripede, and that's why he hasn't had a rerun. Aside from the last one, and why Hoya was apparently so goddamn against bringing him back on a banner. I think it was Nilu's banner that he came out on, and I'm like, Kaveh, do I need to have you as an off banner? Do I need to lose my 50-50 for the raid up to get you? I hope I do, because I want him C6. But I swear Risley is watching over him and refusing to let him go, and I don't know why. Kaveh, I need a rerun for you, man. I really do, you poor thing. I have feelings about his lack of reruns, but anyway. Bennett is C3. Xiangling is C6. This lady won't leave me alone, so I have her C4. I'm waiting to lose every other 50-50 to her, and she ends up being C6. Sucrose and Hazel are also C6. Who else do I have C6? Not Kaya. Kaya is C3. Changyun is almost C6. Yanfei is almost there. This man, he had dodged me up until I came back for the anniversary because he was my anniversary pick. I wanted him badly enough. And I know I have Arlecchino now, and I don't necessarily need D-Luke, but I want to pull Xian Yun so I can play Plunge. So I'm waiting on a Xian Yun rerun as well. So that'll be an interesting one. He also happened to be my 50-50 loss on Raiden's banner. So now I'm guaranteed for Nahida, which is amazing, because that means I'm going to have to spend less primos and won't have to worry about not getting Nahida. But Tainari is C1. Yanfei. Yaimiko is C0. She was the very first 5-star that I pulled on my account because I absolutely adored her. Little did I realize at the time that that was a bad idea. Then again, I like Yaimiko. She's very fun. I just haven't leveled her far or built her because of the bishops in Enkanomiya. Charlotte is C2. I lost my 50-50 to Mona when I was polling for Nivelette. The polls are on my channel, so you can see how those went if you wish. Dea C2. I would like C6 Lynette. I also have C6 Farazan, and then the rest are not really worth mentioning, except for, Rosaria being C6. Fremine also being C6. Yunjin being C6. Yao Yao. I will have C4 Candace. I would like her C6. Gaming, I would also enjoy C6. And Toma is also C6. So those are my characters and their builds. For the most part. That just shows you how much I have. I'm not a whale. I'm more of a dolphin. Let me grab my exploration progress. Mondstadt, the only thing I don't have is Dragon Spine. Moving over to Liyue. I need to do Liyue. I need to sit down and have an exploration moment. Most of them are over halfway, although I really do need to really work on a lot of it. I would really love for them to do what Wuwa did, which was allow you to click on a little thing and it shows you what you're missing. For the most part, that would be absolutely lovely if they could do that. Hoyo, are you hearing me? Please, make it easier on us. Don't let us have to resort to maps and everything. I know that's lazy, but I think that could be really beneficial. Let me know down below if you also think that. Chen Yu is not really that great either. Kazumate anything. I don't want to talk about Sumeru. That is absolutely awful. I'm stuck. I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm so lost. I only have this because I was farming for Kave. Fontaine is done. All of it. Including the extra areas. Extra areas are all done. Natlin, I haven't done anything with Natlin. I did the Archon quest. I still have the world quest to do. And then that's about it. Inazuma, mostly 100%ed. The only places I don't have 100% are Sarai and Sarumi. Both of those need some work. I'm close, which is nice. And then overall, exploration-wise, I think I've got a pretty good amount done, although that means there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of Prima Gems to go farm. So I will probably do that. Achievements! I have 799 of them. I'm normally an achievement hoarder, but I have had no motivation to do it, which is completely normal. I know when you burn out, that's to be expected. I also want this, which means I need to do fishing. Also, showing off the shop, and then I'll show off my teams real quick here. I do buy the Welkin. I did not buy any of the cosmetics. The other two I got were from the event. That's all not on my account. Don't buy any of the bundles. And I have not done a top-up after coming back. Teams! Don't mind the names. Do not mind the names. Although they might make you giggle. They made me giggle when I came up with them. I have my Dr. Ratio at Home team, aka my Alhaitham Hyperbloom. Baiju will likely be replaced by Nahida. Just stares. Named because Ayato's burst is him staring over a sword. I don't know, I thought it was funny. You can laugh. Or you cannot laugh. It's okay. I'm not gonna judge you if you don't laugh. This is my Ayato goes fast team, basically, because Jean will buff his attack speed, and then I do Sunfire Jean so that Ayato can vape everything that Jean swirls and Kazuha swirls as well. Plus, double Animo is pretty fucking cool, if I do say so myself. My Justice Be Upon Ye team, aka my Sino Aggravate team, or my Sino Spread team, I should say. I'm so awful with terminology. Please do forgive me. I will be replacing Traveler with Nahida, so that will be all set. Death by Rocks. The name should explain everything. Should explain the team. My Navia team. My Navia, I believe, has hit over 200k with a skill. If she crits, or when she crits, because thank you, RNG, for not giving me proper crit rate. And Zhongli just makes her really comfortable, and the defense shred is amazing. I do not have Shilonen. I will not pull Shilonen because, well, her playstyle doesn't resonate with me, and I don't like it that much. Which, if I get dislike bombed because I don't like Shilonen's playstyle, cool. I don't care. Just Nuvolette, my Nuvi hypercarry team. I like to gravitate between Nuvolette Hyperbloom and Nuvolette Double Hydro is what I also like to run. He cranks out the damage, and Kazuha with his elemental bonus is just chef's kiss. Father came home from an errand going to get milk, apparently. This is probably my highest damaging team out of all of them because my Arlecchino has consistently, under the right circumstances, hit over 100k damage normals. I think I've got like a short on my channel here or on my TikTok. It's one of the two. I fucking forgot. I don't know. Flashy and Deadly, my Clorend Aggravate team. Official is amazing. Baiju is awesome for the Dendro application, although I would really like to bring Nahida in instead. I'm going to be retiring him. I'm so sorry. I love Baiju. I will still play him, but Nahida. Well, I could probably have him on another side of Abyss, so I'm not really all that worried. And Clorand is just amazing in general. Also, for the memes, Angry Suitcase, my Kave team. My Kave Hyperbloom. I love playing Kave and Hyperbloom. He's very fun. The blooms he makes off of Xingqiu's Hydro is amazing. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. It's incredible. I want Kave C6 so I can bring him more into Abyss and actually play him more. Because he is usually a dailies character for me. And you can tell because, well, I use his name card. And also, let me go in and show who I have on my list. These are the characters I have showcased. And then here are the name cards. And you can see my progress. I hate the first chamber of this abyss. I cannot get the last star unless I pull Shilonen, and I refuse to do that because I have a guarantee. I refuse. And also, I'm pretty close to full cleared Imaginarium, but I don't have enough characters to make that matter any. So, with that, I think I've shown y'all everything that I can show y'all. And if you have any questions or if you have any comments or feedback, please do put that in the description below or in the comment section. I have not had enough caffeine in my system today, and I am very sorry about that, and also for the excessive amount of yapping that I've done. If you've made it this far into the video, I really do want to say, sappy Kai moment coming, but thank you so much for all the support, all the love, all the positive and negative feedback I've gotten from people who have given me that feedback. I never ever shy away from conversation, and I will usually respond to you in a comment, regardless of what you say to me. negative or positive, because there is always something to learn from what others tell you. But if you liked the content and you like what I do and you liked what you heard or what you saw, I would really greatly appreciate a subscription or a like or both. I would appreciate either of those. It would be great to see that. Even if you dislike the content, it's fine. Dislike the video if you disliked it. Like it if you liked it. And honestly, I also can do other account tours of my other gacha games. I will list them in a pinned comment, so if you also happen to enjoy, I should also say you should also subscribe if you happen to enjoy endgame content clears for Honkai Star Rail. I'm talking Apocalyptic Shadow, Memory of Chaos, and Pure Fiction. I upload those every reset. I also will upload my gacha polls for everything. There's a lot of them coming up, so a lot of videos will be coming out over the next few weeks, including my birthday summons for Acheron in Honkai Star Rail. I'm very excited for that. I've been waiting for Acheron to return, and then I will also be trying to pull for Sunday with whatever currency I happen to have left over. But again, thank you so much for all the support, all the love, any interaction that y'all want to give me. I greatly appreciate it. It's awesome to hear other perspectives, other points of view, and don't ever fear criticism. That's one thing also that I'm learning rather quickly. You can find me on Blue Sky at Coffee with Kai. You can find me on Twitter or X, kind of. I'm gonna be deactivating middle of next month, so Blue Sky will be where I am actually migrating to. And you can also see me on TikTok at A Coffee with Kai as well. So please do let me know what you think. Is there anyone you're saving for in your various gacha games? Is there anyone that you want so badly? Who are you C6ing? Who are you pulling? I want to know. Who do you want to C6? But until next time, drink water, eat food, get sleep, and take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you for coming along on this account tour, and be well.